Good morning, Tarkov. A little bit of an issue with getting that tweet out. Usually, I go live and then I put the link out on Twitter just to give everyone a heads up. I always mess something up. I said it's Good Morning 19 when it's actually Good Morning 20, but whatever. Semantics. It's Good Morning Tarkov. We live. We out here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. But it is a good morning in Escape from Tarkov. We got a bunch of really cool news yesterday, so make sure you go check out that video if you have not yet. Because we're going to be talking about some things here and there about some stuff, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people asking questions from stuff yesterday. So if you have not yet seen that video, I would suggest that you go and do that, and then you can come back because it's like, 7-minute video or something like that? I'm not actually sure. It's a little bit on the longer side because there was a lot to talk about, but yeah, it was got some good stuff to talk about, or we got some interesting stuff to talk about yesterday. And no, I have not gotten my answers yet from that Q&A, unfortunately. It's obviously a very big unfortunately. Still waiting to hear back. Hopefully we get it today. And other than that, we'll see. That's why I always hate figuring out whether I should tell you guys stuff or not, because then stuff might happen. Stuff like this might happen. For all I know, whoever needed to approve Nikita's questions didn't like what he said. Maybe Nikita spoke too much, or maybe he said something that didn't work with the timeline that they're trying to work with, or something like that. Hell, maybe he got a bit too giggity. Maybe he got a bit too giddy, and he gave us some dates when he really shouldn't have given us some dates. Who knows? All I know is that Nikita answered the questions. He answered them in Russian, and someone needed to translate them and then approve them again. So we'll see. Or they just haven't been able to get to it because there's been a lot going on. We'll see. Anyway, guys, this is Good Morning Tarkov. This is the morning show that I put on for about an hour from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern United States time over here on YouTube, on the main YouTube channel here. And we just talk about something Tarkov related, and then we do a bit of a Q&A. Generally just kind of get some discussions going for Escape from Tarkov. So, if you guys are watching the VOD, you can obviously rewind, but you can also check out the description and the comments. And as long as I am actually quicker than I was yesterday, because it took me like hours to actually get to it yesterday, you'll be able to find some timestamps in the description and the pinned comment at the top of the comments below to try and keep up as best as you can with whatever the topics that we talk about today. Usually it's, the intro, it's the topic that I'm going to talk about, which I have today. What if I'm wrong? And everyone yells at me whenever I put wipe in a title these days, so you really won't be seeing me put wipe in a title unless it actually is the wipe. But that blank space right now, it could be Victory Day. We'll see what happens with Victory Day. Today is the day for anything special to happen with that Victory Day surprise, so we'll see if I'm wrong about that. But mainly today, I have this little thing I want to go over with what if I'm wrong about the wipe, because this is all just an estimate, and we'll get into that a little bit, but I did want the numbers to get up a little bit, so we'll see where we're at right now. That says 4. I would imagine that we don't have just 4 people watching. Oh, we have 74. Okay, so we're good. So let me do a little bit of an intro. Let me hang out with you guys for a little bit. We'll wait for that number to get up and answer maybe a question or two, and then we'll get into today's topic. Morning, Alexander. What up, Pixel? Hey, Eamon, how you doing? Have you had a chance to check out the Armor 3 DLC? Absolutely not, because wasn't it like yesterday? Man, there is just so much stuff going on. I do not have time. We have a very big video today as well, which I haven't finished editing yet, by the way. I need to finish editing that. We have I can't say we for this. I have although you guys provided me with the following in order for this to be a thing, but I have the first ever sponsored video today. If I end up getting the questions, guys, it puts me in a difficult position because I want to show you guys those questions, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to put, like, I mean, I do know I don't want to put the sponsor on that video. It's just unfortunate timing with that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do if I do get the answers today, because I need to put the sponsor video out today. There's a reason, like, they specifically have me for today. It's like literally I'm contractually obligated to post a video today with that sponsor. But if they answer the questions, then what the fuck? I gotta. So I might move the questions one day because it's an exclusive. It's not like it's a podcast you need to know right now. You know, maybe I'll tease it a little bit, but I need to give that sponsor video a full day. So do you guys care if I put the sponsor on that video? It's just that's going to need to be a decision. But I do have a whole separate video that I can plug the sponsor into, and that's going to be talking about a bunch of future Tarkov stuff. So I didn't expect something like this to happen, but we'll see what happens with it. Because neither of them are necessarily breaking news. It's going to be an exclusive Q&A. No one has this information other than me. So if I wait another day, I don't think it's the end of the world. Or everyone just yells at me and hates me for putting the sponsor content on a Q&A answers. So I don't know what to do with that. I really don't know. We'll see what happens. If I don't get the answers today, then there's my answer already. I can't do that video today anyway, and we do the first one. So, anyway, yeah. So don't you love the sound of scavs chirping in the morning? Absolutely. Cheeky bleaky, cheeky bleaky. Man, should we do that? Should I get some like voice lines of like some weird scav lines in the background for that for our background that we're getting made? We're over 100, by the way, so we'll usually I wait for about 100 people to show up. So we'll get to today's topic here. I just like hanging out with people. Let me see how many people I can grab here that said good morning. Morning, Abner. Morning, Dill. Morning, Xylon. Morning, Mail. Morning, Jan. Morning, Greg. I just want to get as many people. Morning, Mad. Morning, Rough. Morning, Pixel. Morning, Rough again. Morning, Red. Morning, Tizen. Hey, Eamon. Hey, Alexander. How you doing, man? All right, so we'll. I just wanted to get as many people as I possibly could there. Hey, David. Hey, Josh. Hey, Mardo. So yeah, morning, Lauren. So yeah, so we'll see if we can get some scavs chirping in the background. But anyway, let me get over to today. Let me get over to this too. All right, now that we got enough people here, let's get to today's topic and we get to this real quickly, and then we'll get over to our chat Q&A and whatnot. Generally speaking, good morning, everyone. We'll get to today's topic here without further ado. All right. So today's topic is, what if I'm wrong? And since everyone yells at me whenever I put the word wipe in my titles, everyone loses their fucking minds unless it's actually the wipe. So today it is mainly going to be talking about the wipe, but we'll get the Victory Day stuff out of the way real quickly because it can be very quickly. With the Victory Day thing, today is the quote-unquote Victory Day, even though it goes for several days as the holiday. So, of course, if you guys haven't heard already, there is the sale going on. So if you guys wanted to upgrade your game, or if you are new, if you don't even have Escape from Tarkov, now would be the time. There's a 20% off the bottom 3 editions for whatever they are other than EOD, Prepare for Escape, and the other 2. And then EOD is actually 25% off. So again, guys, if you're trying to upgrade or whatever, now is the time, so definitely go do that. And take advantage of the time that we have. If I am right about the wipe, and it does end up coming with 12.11, but the very real thing with the Victory Day thing is that I could so easily be wrong. I could so easily, well, not everything that I talk about, I can so easily be wrong, because obviously I do my best to be right about everything that I can, but BSG are very closed. They're very tight around dates these days, so you have to really, really be careful about what estimates you're putting out there. And as I've been saying over the past several months now, Do not yell at BSG. Do not yell at Nikita. This is all my ideas. This is my thoughts and stuff when it comes to when this stuff is going to happen. If they ever give a specific date about something, then I will be very specific about what they give dates about. And generally speaking, they just don't give dates anymore. They just don't. But what they do right now are patch ideas. So what's going to go for what patch, and the major patches and whatnot. And in general, all we know right now is with 12.11, we've got the factory expansion along with the Scav boss over there. It is going to be a graphic upgrade as well over there. And then also the first iteration of Scav Karma, which actually, I got to take a note of that. I got to ask you guys about that later. I got something that popped up with that yesterday. The guns and Union 19. And then after that, it's a big open void of however many patches they want to do after that between 12.11 and patch 13. Patch 13 is the Streets patch. That's all we have. We do not have dates other than, or any specific dates other than they want Streets this year. That's literally it. So I have to go off their past, their past experiences and what they've done in the past for stuff like this. And something for the Victory Day thing is in the past. So last year, they gave us some surprise guns. There wasn't a day of patch. There wasn't any info whatsoever. In fact, we had no idea that the PPSH was even ready. And even they said the 1911 was going to come with a patch a few days after what ended up happening on Victory Day last year. So it was a complete surprise. There was no patch that day. I literally have it clipped. I was playing Escape from Tarkov on stream, and I went to Peacekeeper to go buy something, and then there was a bullet there that wasn't examined. I thought it was weird, so I examined it, and it was 45 ACP. And then I thought, oh, that's cute. So they're teasing the 1911. No, the 1911 was in. You scroll down a little bit farther, and there it was unexamined. I examined it. It was there, and then we saw that PPSH was there. That is how it happened last year. So if they are going to do the same thing this year, that is how I expect it to happen. That way. That's how I expect it to happen this year as well. So at any point today, we could just magically have an SVT appear at Prapor or whoever, or just some other new gun or something that has something to do with Victory Day. So yeah, I could totally be wrong because I'm just basing it off of last year. It could have been a one-off thing. We'll see. But anyway, today, the real thing that I wanted to get to was wipe. Was what if I am wrong about the wipe? There's a lot that can happen with that, and I'm going to explain why I'm making the decisions that I'm making for all the people out there that love to really rip me apart about that stuff. There is a reason. I'm not just saying shit. There's an actual thought out reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. So we'll get to that today. So I could easily be wrong about the wipe. It is my opinion that it makes sense to be in 12.11. Again, don't yell at BSG, don't yell at Nikita if this doesn't end up happening, but this based off of what I've gathered after following the game this long and how long that this current wipe has been, all that stuff, we're going to actually get to that more specifically. Follow your own notes, Nolan, so that it actually makes sense for the people to be able to understand you. I have plenty of people that agree that it makes sense for 12.11 to be a wipe, but if BSG doesn't agree, then none of that matters, and we don't fully know if BSG agrees because they're not telling us. So lots of people disagree with me and see that the wipes are getting longer as time goes on, and if BSG listens to people who don't want the game to wipe, or if they have some kind of reason not to in terms of development, then, that's that. I'm not saying that you guys that don't want the game to wipe are wrong. I'm not saying that you're bad people or whatever. Just generally speaking, it is, again, my opinion that I think that the majority of the core real player base of the current Escape from Tarkov would like the game to wipe. That is my theory. I don't know. I wish there was some way for us to actually get that data. I'm sure, of course we can do like a poll or whatever and stuff like that, but given the notoriety of things like that and BSG and just, wipes in general, I feel like someone would find a way to fuck it up. So if there was like a super secure, like, let's say we all had fucking, let's say the Neuralink thing, let's say Elon Musk's Neuralink actually was already, we all had the Neuralink thing and everyone you could just immediately see what everyone's thinking and what everyone actually wants and stuff like that. And everyone was connected, and we just know, like, it is my theory that the majority of the real player base for Escape from Tarkov wants a wipe right now. That's just it. That's it. We'll see what happens. So that I do take that into account a little bit. Now if 12.11 isn't a wipe, And they plan on still keeping patch 13 a wipe with Streets, because they have been saying that for about a year now, actually, because they've been talking about Streets for more than a year, of course, but for actually the release of Streets and how much work they've been putting on Streets and stuff like that. They've always said that patch 13 is the Streets patch. So if they still want that to be a wipe, then that leaves us with how many months between 12.11 and 13. So a part of the reason why I'm saying 12.11 makes sense to be a wipe is the timing between that patch and patch 13. If they end up going every single patch, if every single mid patch or smaller patch between 12.11 and 12.13, that puts patch 13 and Streets at March of next year. So we've got this month with 12.11, we got July with 12.12, August with 13, September with 14, October with 15, November with 16, December with 17, January of next year with 18, February with 19, March with 13, if they end up doing that. However, I think they're going to skip around a bit. I think they might skip over, 16, 17, whatever. They might skip over a couple. And my theory behind this, because they do want Streets this year, and this is what I'm hoping too as well, is we'll see a wipe with 12.11 this month, and then we're looking at, so it'd be towards the end of the month, so this month doesn't really count, but we're looking at the wipe cycle of July, August, September, October, November. So we're looking at like 5 or 6 months, and then at the absolute latest, if they do want patch 13 with Streets this year, let's say it's December. Let's say we get patch 13 in December. Then we got 6 months. We got a 6-month wipe right there. That's a solid wipe. That is a solid wipe cycle, and we are actually keeping to what they want to do with the game. So that's my theory. That's my idea. And then but in order for them to do that, they would skip around a bit. They wouldn't do like the 12.11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, because obviously they'd stop at 17 with December there. So they'll skip around a bit somewhere in there. Now, what else could happen here is if they don't wipe with 12.11, but they still do want to wipe with 13, is it going to actually come in December? No. It could come in August. It could come in July. It could come in June. It could come whenever. Anything like that. I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot about June. I don't know if anyone just caught that math, but I'm a fucking idiot. Hold up. I literally forgot about the month of June. I clearly made these notes when I wasn't caffeinated this morning. Fucking idiot, Nolan. All right, hold up. So that oh my god, I forgot about the month of June. All right, that's the last time I do notes for the streams when I don't have coffee in me. Oh my god. Okay. All right, you know what? Just copy and paste this stuff up. And oh my god. Point 12, point 13. It'll be 1 month off. So it's generally about the same, but still, I just realized I completely I forgot about the month of June. Oh my god. We're just 1 month off there. 19. I'm assuming someone in the chat was like, "You're 1 month off." So that puts patch 13, if they do end up going that way, that puts patch 13 at February of next year, if they end up continuing to do that. Not March, because I'm a fucking idiot and forgot the month of June. Point 12, 13. Some technical difficulties here, boys and girls. I just have to remember the month of June real quick. Just go ahead and put that in my brain real quick. That does make a lot more sense now too, because it's just that 1 month difference actually does make a bit more sense. All right. So what we're looking at, so if they do, oh boy, now I forgot how to count with the first one. All right, do that. I am never doing, I'm taking a couple sips of coffee and then doing, my notes from now on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then that would be patch, point 20, aka patch 13. Anyway, so what we got now is 12.11 in May, 12 in June, 13 in July, 14 in August, 15 in September, 16 in October, 17 in November, 18 in December, 19 in January, 13 in February. So if they keep to that, but my guess is that they're going to jump around a little bit. And yeah, so say there is no, yeah, I have removed the month of June, everyone. No, the month of June exists again. So sorry, everyone in June. It's not a leap year for you guys. You don't get an extra year. Sorry. But anyway, it is, all right. So if we're looking at patch 12.11 in May, which is what we're looking at right now, and it does end up being a wipe, then we do have a very solid 6 months until the end of this year, which is what they wanted for patch 13. Very real possibility they don't wipe in May. They don't wipe with 12.11, and then maybe they think Streets is a little bit sooner, but basically it's just a void of information. We don't have anything to go off that tells us very specifically that Streets will pop up in any given month between now and the end of the year, because that is all we know. We don't know exactly how much has been done with Streets. We don't know what it looks like. We haven't seen the big picture of Streets. We haven't seen, we've just seen little bits and pieces. And if my theory about how they're going at designing and creating Streets is correct, then it really might not matter that we've seen those teases, because what I think they're doing it is they're doing it by a block by block basis. So when we first saw that first tease, sure, we saw the buildings in the background, but it doesn't mean there was anything even remotely close to that building. It could have literally just been that building behind whatever we had generally just right in front of us. You know, there's a reason why in both of these teases they stay to the same street and then they go in some buildings that are on that street, because I think they're doing it by like a block by block basis and not generally speaking like the entire map at once. From a development standpoint, that actually does make sense too, because they can actually say, all right, you guys got this, you 10 artists got this street, you 10 artists got that street, and then at the end you put them together for the actual big map or whatever. So I think that's what they're doing, and we'll see what ends up happening with that. But anyway, it's only based off of, I can only make decisions, or I can only make estimates based off of the current information. And the current information that we have right now is how long has this wipe happened, or how long has this wipe been, what content is coming with the next patch, and how long between this next patch and the next big patch where they said that they want there to be a wipe, how long is there between the two? So if they end up wiping, like I said, if they end up wiping with 12.11, then we still have 6 months until the end of the year for patch 13 to show up. Now, if they think patch 13 is good to go in July, then it's only 2 more months, and then that's fine. That makes sense. But again, we have nothing to go off of. We have no idea how close Streets is, other than they're just really hoping, not really skeptical, but they're just really hoping that Streets is this year. That's all we have to go off of. So if we want to be realistic, we'll say it's December. We'll say it's this year. And we'll see what happens from there. So everything that I'm going to, I've already explained in multiple videos already. I think 12.11 is the patch that makes the most sense for them to wipe. And then we have enough time for them to get Streets done and still have it come out this year. That is everything. That is why I'm saying what I'm saying. I've explained it like 6 fucking times in like 3 different videos to like 40 different people so far. And again, guys, this is just me. I know I'm using some information from BSG, but this is my thoughts. This is my opinion. Is all that kind of stuff. So if this does not end up happening, yell at me and not BSG. We'll see. Now that is everything that we currently have. If we take into account the stuff that we don't have, that could change very easily. We're waiting on my Q&A with Nikita. We're gonna see if he gives us anything with that Q&A. And we haven't heard anything specific about 12.11 yet. The last time we heard from BSG, it was very specific stuff about 12.10, the last patch, and they didn't really give us too much about 12.11. The stuff that we know about 12.11 was like slowly gathered over the past several months when they're just giving us, you know, little bits and pieces of specific features, like, you know, the factory expansion. That wasn't specifically just last month. We knew about the factory expansion a few months back. Scav Karma, we knew about that a few months back as well, and they just are generally moving things around. Same thing goes with the Unity 19 upgrade. That was supposed to be a while back, and then they said the 12.10.x, and now it's 12.11. So taking as much as we possibly can and making it make sense is extremely difficult, and this is the best that I got right now. Take it or leave it. That's the end of it. That's all I got. All right, guys. That's going to do it for today's intro here. Let's get on to the Q&A. So who disagrees, who agrees, who wants to say what? You can go ahead and use what Can Do Crayon and what Agent and what Kirill just used there, guys, in chat. If you do at Nice Guy Space Tarkov, it'll pop up in bright orange for me there. So it makes it much easier for me to see it. Like what these guys are doing here, guys. It makes it much easier for me to have it stick out in the chat. So please use that if you guys have a question or if you want to talk about something specific. All right. What you got? What you got? I gotta take a sip of coffee. Can we get a ban on anyone that makes fun of me about missing the month of June, please? Thank you. Not really. But still, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. So at this point, is it safe to assume that there are no Victory Day guns being added today? No, because it happened in the middle of the day. So last year, I was live when this happened. And last year, I tended to go live. I think it was from 11. It was definitely like a mid-afternoon or like an early afternoon usual stream. So I think I used to go live at 11 a.m. I know for a fact I was live early to mid-afternoons. So this was, 1, 2, 3-ish, 1, 2, 3-ish p.m. Eastern United States time last year that this happened. So no, we've got plenty of time today. In fact, it doesn't even need to be today. The sale ends on Sunday, so maybe they end up doing it on Sunday. So I'm not going to fully admit defeat on trying to guess if they're going to do a Victory Day thing until Sunday, to be honest. But today is, of course, more likely for them to do something because it's the Friday. It's the first day. Nikita said Inertia is playing for 12.11. Do you think Inertia is going to really make it into 12.11? I have no idea because I do remember him saying that, but I don't remember him saying it specifically that it's ready for 12.11. I remember him saying that they wanted to test it on the ETS possibly for 12.11. I know that people have been saying that for a couple months now. I need to go find that clip to see what he says. Although maybe I don't. Maybe I don't need to go find that because maybe we'll know with my because I did ask about stuff like that with my Q&A, and maybe we'll get something with 12.11 soon. So we'll see. But personally, I'll take it or leave it. I gotta see. I gotta see for myself. I haven't seen I haven't heard them give specifics about that yet. Is EOD worth it? That's completely up to you. I used to play the game. Now, Kappa wasn't a thing when I had the regular version of the game, but I did very well with an alpha, and the starting stash, and the hideout wasn't a thing either, so you couldn't upgrade your stash. But that's just me. So I think it kind of hardens you a little bit. I think it gets you ready for real escape from Tarkov if you do start off with a basic account. But EOD isn't necessarily needed. It's just nice to have that extra stuff. When you know what you're doing, it makes it a little bit quicker, and then you also get the DLCs free and stuff too. So, up to you. What's your favorite gun? Right now, it's the M4. But once the SCAR is in, you bet your ass it's going to be the SCAR. What about June? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Already answered the EOD thing. The Hex Suppressor from yesterday reminded me of the Ekil's Defense AKSV Velociraptor. All right, I'll take a note of that. We'll see what happens. Someone said, I saw a comment somewhere that someone said it was like, it's like some prototype suppressor and no one's actually like really seen a picture of it in real life or whatever. So that would be a first for Tarkov for them to do something like that. But, so yeah, interesting. What could they add for Victory Day? I made a video specifically about that, but generally speaking, I know the SVT is planned, so it could be the SVT, it could be a double barrel, it could be a revolver, it could be a bunch of things. Like I said, guys, it is a holiday for World War II. It is a holiday celebrating the surrender of German forces in World War II. So it is a holiday that if they do a surprise, the thing that they give us for the surprise should make sense to be used in World War II. So that's why I'm saying SVT, that's why I'm saying revolver, that's why I'm saying double barrel shotgun, something like that. Or it's because that's at least what they did last year. So that's all I have to go off of. When are the discounts coming? 5 p.m. today, I believe. I'll double check that for you guys. Boop, 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 boop. I believe it's 5 p.m. Eastern today. Holy shit, Twitter blew up yesterday. Funny how I told people, I did that little post yesterday on Twitter about thanks for the 1,000 followers, and then I immediately got like 20 new followers. So, guys, if you want followers on Twitter, just tell people you have followers, and then you get more followers. Where the fuck did... Hello? I'm trying to find... Oh my god. Alright, fuck it. I'm just searching for them. Battle State. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Grats to Pesley, by the way. What a fucking legend. Dude raised another $122,000 for charity. Okay, so discounts start 5/7, 2100 GMT. 2100 GMT, I believe, is 5 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. So today, whatever 2100 GMT is for you guys, that is when the sale starts today. So that's what's up with that. Here, I'll show you that too. There you go. That right there. So whatever 2100 GMT is for you guys, that's when the sale starts. Does BSG publish any roadmap for Tarkov? No. The community is the roadmap. That's what makes this stuff so difficult. Other than, like, we literally need to piece everything together. Also, if you go over to the EFT wiki, they have upcoming features, which tends to stay pretty accurate with stuff like that. I didn't get a notification for the past few days. I usually get one. I had to come manually find you. Yeah, welcome to YouTube. I'm not Jimmy Kimmel, so they won't tell you no matter what you do. Do you think there'll be... Oh my god. Mr. Xylon, I don't know if you're the person that wanted to talk about that, but I'm done with the gotcha. I'm done with the gotcha questions, Mr. Xylon. So that's BSG's decision. It's not mine. I'm done talking about that stuff. Of course I'm for that. Why wouldn't I be? Of course I want that, but it's BSG's decision, so go talk to them. Will there be proper time progression in factory after the expansion? Like on other maps, not to fixed time points. Maybe with like map-to-map travel and open world, but I don't think before then. Do we have any information about actual in-game missions, like proper content and not fictionist, 20% chakras and stuff like that? Yes. So I think we're going to see the first iteration of that with Scav Karma, because they specifically said there were going to be unique in-raid tasks for you to complete. So we could see the first iteration of that. Past that, we could be seeing some like daily, weekly tasks that pop up with similar things that you're looking for there. So we'll see. But I think we're going to see the first iteration of that very soon. Can I put the link of the clip here? Link of what clip, Abner? What clip? Clip of what? What did you talk about? I don't see you chatting. Yeah, Abner, give me a hit. If you're still in chat, what clip? Any news on bipods? The most recent news that we have about bipods is that it's supposed to come with the LMGs. And we don't know what's going on with LMGs past that. The scav boss, or one of the scav bosses on streets, is supposed to have an RPD. That's an LMG. That's a belt-fed LMG, so it should have a bipod. So theoretically, LMGs, bipods, and stuff like that with streets in patch 13. If the CMMG Mark 47 is full auto, it's going to be my main gun. Any info on going to be semi-auto or not? I do not know what BSG plan to do with it, but I know that it can be full auto. There's plenty of examples of it being full auto out there. Kind of late for the stream. Did your questions get answered? No, unfortunately, Crackers, not yet, but we'll see. He said today, although he's been saying today for last couple days now, but I don't blame him. Also, guys, like, this is my fault. I really shouldn't have told you guys. I got a bit too excited, especially with how many questions were answered this time. I want to remind everyone, they could pull the plug on it. Maybe they don't want it. Maybe they think that maybe something's going to go on next week and they don't want this information, whatever Nikita said, to go out there this week. So it's a very real thing that it doesn't happen, and I jumped the gun by telling you guys, and that's why I will not, as unfortunate it is, if anything like this ever happens again, I'm just not going to tell you guys, because if this doesn't end up happening, I'm going to look like a complete fucking jackass. So we'll see. In your opinion, will they wipe on 18.5? May 18th? I talked about that in yesterday's video, Velik. It's not really like an opinion. Also, that's the day of the event. So actually, in that case, I can guarantee you that's not going to be this day. That would be completely ridiculous to wipe that day and do Twitch Rivals. That's just asking for some really bad stuff to happen. So if they were going to, like, let's say that they wanted this Twitch Rivals event to be a early wipe competition kind of a thing, then why'd the chat stop? Are you guys there? You guys hear me? Did my shit break? Hello? Okay, then it's working. We're good. We're good. All right. Weird. All right. I'm used to the chat moving every once in a while, and I guess everyone was just listening. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, oh, fuck. Now I lost my train of thought. Okay. Right. So if they were going, like, let's say they wanted that tournament to be an early wipe tournament, they would wipe, like, I'd say at least 2 days before, right? Because they want to make sure that the servers are working correctly and it's not a complete shit show, like that kind of a thing. So yeah. If anything, like I said in that video, the 20th of May is going to be a day to remember. Like you should like, I feel like we're gonna get something on that day, whether it be a podcast or whatever. Do you think BSG will ever have mod support for Tarkov? They've actually talked about that. There you go. You answered your own thing there, Eamon. Or Russia 2028. They talked about no for Escape from Tarkov, but yes for Russia 2028. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. And that was the last thing that they talked about. I'm a modder, and I killed add maps content for game, but you just can't right now. No. So the way that the economy works and stuff with Tarkov and how we're all linked together over servers. They said it'd be too difficult. It'd be too much to do for Escape from Tarkov. But Russia 2028, they did say yes, because for those that don't know, Russia 2028 is going to be single player. Would be cool if they do some co-op stuff, but it's at least going to be single player, and that's the plan. Like, not multiplayer, but maybe we'll see some co-op. That'd be cool if we see some co-op. Already got the 18.5. Again, with the Mark 47 mutant there, guys, there are plenty of examples of it being full auto, and apparently it's 800 rounds a minute when it's full auto. So, when VoIP comes, will there be any communication difficulty between Bear and USEC? I am not sure. They haven't answered any specifics like that. I know this doesn't have to do with VoIP. This is the emote stuff, but they have said that there are broken English Bear voice emotes. And again, I know that doesn't come with VoIP, but at least they're thinking about something like that. Are they going to address issues with 9x19 ammo, specifically the 7.3N1? Isn't it 7N31? Is it 73N1? Considering it's basically a proto round for a prototype weapon, it's always irked me that it exists in game. If it exists in game already, then it's going to stay. They put it in there for a reason. So yeah. Yeah, Tars. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't rebalance it at all. They won't do anything extra with it. 7N31. Yeah, I thought it was 7N31. Doesn't mean that they might mess with it a bit more. But yeah, if it exists in game, I don't see them removing it, especially for something like just a bullet, a specific kind of bullet. Do you think the economy will be better after wipe? It's my first wipe, so I don't really know how broken it is. It is very broken. It is significantly broken. We had lots of things pop up that made it broken this patch, or this wipe cycle specifically. So everyone gets set to 0, including the economy, after a wipe. So only time can tell. Like, only that wipe will be able to tell. But my guess is yes, it's going to be much better. Hopefully we don't get the Bitcoin stuff, and hopefully people don't have endgame gear on day 1 again. So we'll see. Do you think about advanced animations possibly having cover weapon stabilization is coming? Chances of it being a thing. Thought it is. Mad Gren, it is planned. That's coming. When are they adding super glue for my guns? I'm tired of people stealing my AKs. Yeah. If anything, it's going to become worse, guys, because once you're going to be able to mod weapons in game using the multi-tool, we're going to be losing more than just that. The clip of Nikita talking about inertia in 12.11. Oh, gotcha. Abner, if you got me on Discord, send it to me on Discord. It's not weird that we have not heard or seen anything of Lighthouse. Is it not weird? Technically, no, because we haven't seen anything about the factory expansion yet, and we know that that's coming sooner than that. So, if anything, the real question is, it's weird that we haven't seen anything about the factory expansion, But I don't think it's weird that we haven't seen anything about Lighthouse because we're still pretty far out from that. Victory guns in game yet? Not that I know of. But it was a complete surprise, and I'm not in game. If any of you guys are in game, you want to just check. Again, I think if there's going to be a gun added, I think it's going to be the SVT. So maybe Prapper, maybe Skier. Okay, good there, good there. BSG keeps adding more of the civilian weapons. Do you think they will slowly make those more available weapons and slowly restrict access to auto weapons and more tiers? That's the plan. At launch, those high-tier military weapons are going to be harder to find, but we are in a testing environment right now, so it wouldn't be a very good testing environment if we didn't have access to stuff. So yeah, so the economy is going to be changing a lot around Wipe. Not around Wipe, but, well actually, yeah, around Wipe, but also at launch, in terms of, like, just generally the entire game. We just got a small update, did we now? Someone log in. I'm not going to, but someone log in. Did we get an update? Oh, what do we got here, boys? What do we got here? Someone log in and let me know. Let me know. Hey, did we get any new guns today? Not yet, Aaron. Not yet. That's what we're talking about. Do you think the guns they are going to sneak in for Victory Day? So you just worded that incorrectly, Davey. Do I think the guns that they might add, they might sneak in for Victory Day, should be in already, or when the sale is active? They should, if they do, then it would be today, I think. But I'm not gonna admit defeat in guessing there being surprise guns until the sale is completely over. Please be careful with that, guys. That's an if. Update just installed. All right, I'll do it. Let's go. Let's go see what's up. Let's see what we got here. I've got people. Okay, that's Abner. Abner, I'll check that out later. Thanks. See what we got here. I'll log in. What do we have here? Do you think Lighthouse could be the arena map? Nope, it's not going to be the arena map. Do you think that once open world hits, is it possible for separate smaller stash locations depending on map area? Interesting idea. I don't think that's going to happen because they're talking about doing the drops. E14? I mean the Armada? Are you fucking with me? No, I don't do a face cam. Yeah, dude, the Armada. They used the Armada in World War II. Is it Armada or Armata, Jack? Was it a joke? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Armada, isn't it? With a T? Yeah. I'm loading in right now, guys. I'm checking. I got a Bitcoin. Woo. Yeah, they added the T-34, guys. They added the MiG-29. What? No, I really hope that everyone knows that the MiG-29 is a plane. I really hope that everyone knows that it's a plane. That's not a gun. They're not. I was kidding. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, that I do remember something similar happening last year, where they saw a little patch and then we're just like, hey, a patch, and then nothing happened, and then later there was some unexamined stuff waiting for us. So again, guys, today would be the day, but I'm not going to admit defeat until Sunday, until the sale is over. I'm looking through right now. I am not seeing anything at Prapper, but he does reset in half an hour, so I'll go back and check in half an hour. The stream will be over, but of course, if anything pops up, I'll show it off. I'll talk to you guys about it. Oh, fuck. If that does pop up too, then oh my god. This is such a horrible day to have a sponsored fucking video because I have to post the video. Fuck. Alright, fuck it. I might just... oh my god. This is seeming to be more difficult than I thought. You know what? I won't do Fridays anymore. Maybe I'll do... yeah, maybe that's the play. Next time I get sponsored content, I'll I'll see if I can choose the date and make it not a Friday or a Thursday. I'll do like a Wednesday or a Tuesday. I'm not seeing anything at Prapper. What if it's a found in raid only gun? They didn't do it last year, but it is totally a possibility. No, I'm not gonna stream longer. I got more shit I gotta do today. Guys, I'm looking, by the way. Actually, you know what? Why aren't I doing this? Let's do this. Don't laugh at me. This account, I'm not level 40. Okay. I was hoping to get level 40 on this account on stream, but then Twitch decided to be a doo-doo face. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing anything for Jaeger. I don't think it would be Peacekeeper. Actually, what am I saying? The 1911 was Peacekeeper last year. What if the new guns are introduced via scab bosses or mini? I don't think so it could totally be a possibility, guys. Any of you guys that have questions like that, it could totally be a thing, but it's not what they did last year. I'm basing everything off of what they did last year. And last year, what happened was I was literally doing what I'm doing right now. And then just, popping up somewhere here, like where's the 1911? Somewhere here, we've got the 1911 once this is done loading. And it was just, it was the bullet first. So we've got the 45 ACP FMJ. This was unexamined. So I was just minding my own business at Peacekeeper, trying to buy some ammo to go to the next raid or whatever. And then I had a little bullet up here that was unexamined. So I examined it, and then it said 45 ACP. I was like, what the fuck? And then I literally have it clipped. It's somewhere on the channel. And then I scroll down, and then the 1911 was there. So that's what happened last year. And then same thing over at Prapper. Someone's like, go to Prapper, go to Prapper. And then I scroll down, I'm like, oh, this is PPSH, what? So, yeah. It doesn't look like it's here, too. Or it doesn't look like it's here yet, but... Yeah, not yet, guys. Again... I think I was getting some feedback there, so I'm gonna turn the music off. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm in game and it's the same fucking song. Okay, hold on. Let me leave the game. That's why it's the same. It's the same song. Trust me, guys. The thing I just did there is what you should do. Just trust me. Based off of what happened last year. All right, should be good with the music to come back now. Time to come through the flea market on the search tab. Again, guys, like you could, but I don't think that's what's going to happen because it's based off of what happened last year. It just popped up on the traders last year. So I don't think that's what's going to happen, but hey, they could. Could totally be a possibility. Is Discord for channel member only? No, there's just a bunch of shit going on with the Discord. It's a super long story. I'm in the process of making a new Discord. And getting my shit together with that stuff. So, soon TM. News on that soon TM. All right, thanks for the clip there, Abner. I got a bunch of DMs that are popping up as usual. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone saying, "Hey, SVT" or something like that. So that's why I'm looking around anxiously right now. I don't see anything. Okay. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. So for till the end of the stream, for the next 10-15 minutes here, unless one of you guys pop up and tell me that it's in game, we'll just assume it's not in game until the end of the stream, so we can just finish it up here. Total playtime, several thousand hours. On that account, it's like a few. I don't know if that account's at 1,000 yet. But between my bear and my other USEC account that I used to play on a lot more, which just got lost in the echo of for some reason. I've bought several accounts to test things in the past, and one of my USECs somewhere has a few thousand hours on it, and then this account has, I don't know exactly, and then apparently at some point stuff got reset, so depending on what account I was on when it got reset. Either way, if you don't believe me, just check out all the videos. I don't think anyone would be able to have all this information without playing the game for several thousand hours. So if that's where you're trying to get a gotcha moment with my several thousand hours played, that's your answer. But I have several thousand hours played in Tarkov. Boop, boop, boop. What about Vepr Hunter in 762x54R? That wouldn't be the Vepr Hunter then, would it? It would be the SVT. Did they make the Vepr Hunter in 762x54R? Where can I find Discord? The current Discord that we have right now is, I think, in the description. I forget if I removed it yet or not. It's some weird stuff going on with the Discord right now, guys. It's in limbo. Discord is currently in limbo. You mentioned improving scav karma by making sure the boss survives. Are we going to spawn as Rajala's minions and be required to remain next to him till the end of the game? We don't know. I doubt we're going to be his minions, but we don't know how that's going to work. They haven't said specifics. That's what they've said. So we need a light. We need a wipe badly. Trust me, man. I'm with you with that. I'm with you. What about yeah, I already said that. If you could envision one of the new maps other than streets, what would you like to see? I think suburbs will be interesting. So you guys know the like the villas on Shoreline, and then the new little towns they added on Woods there. Actually, they've done a couple new little towns over on Woods. Just picture that, but more over a larger area. I think that would be kind of interesting. Might be having some ways to jump up onto a roof here and there, and then you can kind of see down some streets and stuff. So maybe a couple apartment buildings here and there, but mostly like villas spread around. I think that'd be kind of interesting. So, yeah, lots of little places to hide things, lots of little rooms and little houses. So I think that would be cool. Other than streets, but of course streets is I'm most anxious for streets. Favorite gun, budget gun. Favorite guns, M4. Favorite budget gun is PP19. Check out my video on yeet kits. I specifically call my PP19 my yeet kit. Are you excited for Inertia? Not necessarily, because I'm actually one of the people that like how people move right now, but it's because it's not actually fully implemented the way that they want it to be that people think it's broken or people see it as broken. For me, I've kind of got a bigger picture in mind where I think once the custom armor hitboxes are in the game, I think that you should have that trade-off. I think that if with the custom armor hitboxes, people are going to start to wear more of the heavier armors more often because they're going to want the more protection. But because they have the more protection, they're going to be slower and they're going to move slower, and they're going to literally move slower, and they're not going to be able to run as long and stuff like that. So there's going to be that trade-off. You're either more protected or you're lighter and able to move around more quickly. So the kind of gameplay that we have right now, I think does represent that that trade-off. If you don't want to wear armor, you should be quick. If you don't want to wear as heavier armor, you should be not as quick, but you should still be quick. And if you want to be a chonk boy, you're going to be super protected, but you're going to be slow. Like, I think that's valuable. I think having those trade-offs is good. So that's what I want to see. And hopefully Inertia doesn't mess too much with that, but we'll see. There's always a, there's lots of A/B testing that we can do with that. There's lots of changes that we can see with that, so we'll see. Explain Inertia quickly for me, like in a sentence. Like when you've had a little bit too much to drink and you try to walk around a corner? It's like that. That's Inertia. And sometimes you fall over, but you can't really take it too quick. Inertia. If we have the protected bosses, does that mean they won't be openly hostile to you? Hold up. If we have the protected bosses, does that mean they won't be openly hostile to you now, I assume you meant, as soon as your ankle becomes visible to them, unless you shoot first? You can only assume. Like, they haven't said that. They haven't given that specifics. They haven't given, the specifics to that. But, I mean, they have to, right? Like, that they have to, right? And this is, like, a genuine question. Like, I hope so, because how are we going to do that without that? So I really do hope so. It makes a whole lot of sense for that to be a thing, so yeah. Inertia is a property of matter. Bill Nye, yep. Because everything is matter. But yeah, I think that's the joke. Is that the joke? Instead of immediately changing directions, it's a gradual change. That is an amazing way to put it, yes. Forget my my drinking metaphor. Use that one. Instead of immediately changing directions, it is a gradual change. That is a very good one there, Magswap. It needs Inertia. Every other game has it. Not every other game, and I disagree with the need, as to what I explained earlier. The turning left to right instantly, like jag movement, is so annoying when trying to lead shots. No, I know it is, but it's a trade-off. So the person's going to be easier to kill. Like right now, you're seeing that person do that with level 6 armor that completely covers their torso most of the time, or some very thick level 5 armor that covers a lot of them, and they're still able to do it. What I'm saying is in the future, once the actual custom armor hitboxes are in, and the weight system works differently, that person with that super heavy level 5 armor isn't going to be moving that quickly anymore, and the person with that level 6 armor is only going to be covered in specifically their torso, and you're going to be able to still hit them if you hit a little bit left of the plate, a little bit right of the plate, a little bit up from the plate, because that goes into their neck and stuff. So there's more to it, and that's I hope I'm making sense with that. Dude, it's MMO. What's MMO? You need to upgrade your character to be more fluid gameplay. What's an MMO? I mean, like progression, you need to, if you have the strength and endurance and stuff like that. I don't know about, well, like, yeah, there should be. You're not a baby when you first play the game. You're still a PMC, so you should be able to move somewhat quickly. I don't know where you're going with that, but yeah. AD spam is easy to counter desync. Well, it kind of is, but it doesn't. There's such a weird gray area with that stuff, guys. It's super hard to explain. Trust me, I get it. Just trust me, I get it. I just think that it's okay to have that quick movement in the end, like at release, like with the full picture of Escape from Tarkov, because of what I've already explained. Because I want there to be that trade-off. I want there to be a reason to wear the riskier, lighter armor, or even no armor. Like, you see what I mean? So yeah. SM Relish Euros Velik, you completely lost me there. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's unpredictable, which reduces skill and makes fights more of a coin flip, which is why inertia to some degree is important in my opinion. Yeah. That's your opinion. That's definitely your opinion. Yep. That's it's a case by case basis. I agree. I would agree that is your opinion. Yep. Also, would you like to see more things in the hideout? And thanks for the content. I would love to see more things everywhere, for sure. And more things are coming to the hideout, so stay tuned. COD has some of the best movement ever, and it has inertia and super fast time to kill, and works out fine. Like I said, so, Agent, it seems like you're kind of sticking on this, so let me explain this one more time here. It's not fully implemented yet, so I think what we need to do is not be too critical about it right now. And then we can be more critical about it when when everything that's going to affect movement in the game is in the game. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, I think the custom armor hitboxes is going to drastically affect how people wear their gear and what they wear and how they move. And because that's not in the game yet, I don't want there to be too many changes with the core movement of the game, because we don't know how the two are going to interact. We don't know if it's something that's required because of this future feature. You see what I'm trying to say? Hatcher Render is going to be like Sonic. No, well, they'll be like what they are right now, but they also won't be wearing any armor. And maybe they'll have a little bit extra coming with that. I'm just making the point that I'm excited for inertia rather than not wanting it. Okay, cool. Word. Hope you're well, man. Doing well, doing well. Should be a good day. I've got this big video I need to finish editing for today. And again, I remind you guys, be nice. This is the first ever sponsor that I have, and I'll tell you guys it is a mobile game. But it being a mobile game, I did play it with my little cousin. So if any of you guys have kids, or if you guys have little cousins, then you'll know they're not out here playing Escape from Tarkov with us. Hell, some of them aren't even playing like Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever, but you know, they've got those little tablets, they got those little phones. So these mobile games, like the one that I'm going to show off today, or like the one that sponsored today's video, actually had a bit of fun with my little cousin playing it. So it's more than just for us, but hopefully I can find some actual good sponsors that the majority of you guys will enjoy. But for right now, I've got a mobile game lined up, so we'll see. But the video is going to be very good. I've got some cool stuff talking about the future Tarkov today, and I need to finish editing that. But we got to finish up the stream first. What about moving sites along with rail? That's planned. It's actually talk about that. I'm going to talk about that in today's video as well. That's planned. Mobile games get too much hate. Lots of fun ones. Have a good rest of the day. Hey, appreciate it, Landon. Yeah, this one is for the right audience is fun. I had a lot of fun playing with my little cousin with it. So, will there be better optimization for low-end PMCs? I don't know about that because it's a pretty demanding game, so you have to give some stuff up at some point, South. Oh, Andy, what you do there, bud? Yeah, no, not raid yet. Not raid yet. I gotta do this too. Since you're here. Alex and Jackie, if you got questions about that, we can talk later. Andrew deserves to be a mod as well. So welcome to the mod team there. And now you can spam Raid Shadow Legends. Anyway, guys, I don't know. That was a weird little ending there. So let's finish this up. Late to the stream. When is the membership coming to your channel? Not Tarkov related, but love your channel. Membership's already here. So you see the join button. I need to talk about that at some point too. We've already got a bunch of members, and you guys show up differently. If any of the members are in chat, you can show off the emotes and stuff. But the members, if you see the join channel, that's here already. That's already a thing. Wait, mods can spam? I think you can, Jack. Don't go nuts, Jack. I immediately regret me saying that. Yeah, so we got Tirish, we got Riddle there. Yeah, we got the emotes. You get the little thing next to your name with the nice guy. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm probably gonna change. Jack, stop. We're gonna Jack. Oh, don't get into it. don't. See, now if you're not a mod, you gotta watch out for it. You gotta watch out for that. I gotta mess with the Nightbot still, guys. Anyway, what the fuck was I just answering? Or what was I just talking about? I might change the nice, how it says nice after your name, because it doesn't show up that well, so I might change that. I also don't dislike current movement too much, but it's weird that Tarkov, a semi-realistic game, doesn't have while CSGO COD doesn't have it. Maybe you meant to say it in there. While CSGO COD, Battlefield, and Valorant, all arcade games have it. It's as realistic as playable. And again, I still think they're going to do it. Like, they're going to make some iterations to it, guys. But like I said, don't be too critical about it until we have every feature that is implicated in it. Like, we have that touches it. That is part of it, which is the custom armor hitboxes. So that's part of it. So that's why I'm saying don't be too critical and don't be super serious about it until we have the custom armor hitboxes, and then we'll see what happens. And if we just can't take the game, which it seems like a lot of people can't take it right now, they'll iterate on it and they'll make some changes with it, which is I'm thinking what they are going to do. So we'll see. Last question here, guys, with TARS. Do you think it would be too much to ask that you have to zero a weapon that you picked up or added a sight to so it's accurate to your eyesight? I think there's something along the lines of that coming. Something that is coming, guys, is the guns that you find in the open world are going to be different. So they're going to have different durabilities. They're going to be, so you're not always going to pick up an AK and it's going to be good to go. You know, rack it and you're good to go. Get a new mag in there and you know, again, you are good to go. It's not always going to be that you find it working. It's not always that you're going to be able to find it with, and I'm not talking about just no stock or no dust cover. I'm talking about no bolt. I'm talking about no trigger. I'm talking about no pistol grip, like that kind of a thing, which we already do for sometimes, but it's just literally just the lower receiver. There's lots of stuff like that coming in with durability, with weapon malfunctions, with weapon overheating, stuff like that. But that's for a topic for another day, because that's 10 a.m. here, and that's going to do it for our morning stream. So good morning, Tarkov. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. If you guys missed anything, then you can catch me again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern United States time to 10 a.m. Eastern United States time. For the latest Escape from Tarkov news, you can subscribe to the channel. For more games than just Tarkov, check out the second channel, because we're going to be doing some Ashes of Creation soon over there. And we'll see what happens with the Victory Day stuff. Again, I am not going to admit defeat until Sunday at least, but I'm still thinking we got a couple hours until I'm going to get even worried about today. So we'll see what happens. And big video today, guys. Big video. I'm not sure exactly when I want to post it, but it is going to drop at some point today, May 7th. So appreciate your support with that, because it's going to be the first sponsor for the channel. And again, thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.